Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to search the library's databases using the search bar option from our library's website. So the first thing that you will do is go to the Cherry Hill East homepage. You can get there by typing in east.chclc.org, or you can just do a Google search for Cherry Hill High School East to get to our homepage. From here, you're going to go to academics across the top, and then you will come, then you'll come over to library. So the academics tab, and then you'll find the link to the library. I'm going to click on that, and that will open up a new tab where you will see the library's homepage. And all we need to do is scroll down on the home page of the library a little bit, and you will find the search box where it says Start Your Research here. And I'm going to just type in something that I would like to research and click on Search. That will open up another tab where it's going to ask me to sign into my Cherry Hill East account. All of the resources that you will access this way are from the library's paid databases. So you need to prove that you are a Cherry Hill East student who has the right to use our paid resources. So as you will see here in the directions, for the username, you're going to put in your ID number. Notice that you are not putting in at chclc.org. This is one of the rare times where you will put in just your ID number in order to sign into something. And then for your password, you're just going to use the same password that you use for everything else school related. So whatever you normally do when you're signing into Google Classroom or when you're signing into your email or anything else for school, you'll use that same password here. Mine as a staff member is a little bit different because it's my name instead of an ID number. But again, you will put in just your 7-digit number here, nothing else, and then whatever your password is, and you'll click on sign in. My computer wants to know if I want to save. I will save my password. And that's going to open up another screen where I can find the search results for the topic that I typed in. What we can do up here across the top, if I am getting results that are not exactly what I was thinking, I can change my search from right up here in the search box. I can come over to the left of the search box and go to this drop-down menu. If I am looking for something in the title of an article, or if I know the author of an article that I'm trying to search for, I can change the items here. I'm going to stick with mine here at keyword, and I'm going to stick with that search term that I put in. The best way for you to begin your research of a topic is to look for this Start Your Research. If you get one of these results, especially for the research that you will be doing in some of the science classes, if you have the option here of a Start Your Research article, I would suggest clicking into that to begin. Once we go in here, you will find the detailed information about your search. There are different headings, historical overview. If we scroll down, some other information related to the search that you're doing broken down by subjects and different headings and subheadings for you to read through and get some general information on your topic. I'm going to use this back button here to go back to my search results because I want to show you a couple of other things about the search results that you will get. These first items that come up are ebooks from our collection. So if we do have an ebook on the topic that you are searching, they will appear in this layout first. And then if we keep scrolling, you will find there are some periodical results that come up. And there's other types of search results that you will get within this screen. I'm going to come back up to the top for a minute because I want to point out some things along the left-hand side where we can refine our results. So as you'll see, the search I did gave us 836,000 entries. That's a whole lot of information to try to sift through, and not all of it is going to be relevant to what I was actually trying to find. So I'm going to come over here to the left and I can change some things around. So for example, if I was looking for information from the 1918 pandemic, I might want to change my date range here. And I'll say 1918 to, oops, sorry, I lost my thing here, to 1925. And we'll see if I get any information here. And you'll see now I'm getting things related to the 1918 pandemic and that period in history. Something else that I want to, I'm going to change this back to 2020 just so that we can get more results. So I can show you some of the other things over here that are available to help you narrow down all of the information that's coming at you from your search results. Over here on the left where it says limit by source type, these are all of the different types of sources that you are finding within our library's resources. If I go to show more, you'll see all of them will pop up. So depending on the type of research that you're doing, you might want to go into these different search source types so that you can narrow down what you're looking at. For example, if you are looking specifically for information in a book, you can check that off and get only our ebooks available. If you need to have your source from an academic journal for the assignment that you're doing, you can check off academic journals and be sure that you are only looking at those results. If you are looking for more of a scientific report, you can come down and click on report so that you can get to those results specifically. Biographies is another great thing to check off depending on what your topic is. Maybe you're looking for information about a person. So instead of sifting through 800,000 different results, you can check off just biographies. This one, primary source documents, this comes in handy during a lot of our history classes. Oftentimes, your teachers will tell you that you need to have a primary source document for the research that you're doing. So if you check that off and update, then you'll be sure that you are looking at just primary source documents within your searching here. So that is a little bit about the source type that you can limit your search results by. I'm going to come back to all results so that we can see what else we have here. If you come down to limit by subject, you'll see these are all the different subjects that are coming up within the search that I did. So if I was looking for the H1N1 flu specifically, I can check that off. If I was looking for things related to a vaccine, I can check that off. Or other different subjects will come up depending on what the search is that you have done. So I'm going to cancel that. It's another way that you can look for more specific information within the search results that you've gotten. Also, if I come down to limit by publication, if I am looking for a specific magazine or journal that I'm supposed to be using, maybe the American Journal of Public Health looks like it would have results related to what exactly I'm researching, or science news, or if I'm looking for a particular news article that was written, the USA Today, or some other type of specific publication might have what I'm looking for to help me narrow down what it is that I'm getting at. So that is a little bit of how we can sift through all of these resources that come up when we do a basic search. The next piece I want to share with you is how we can save some searches that you've done, some articles that you found, so that you can get back to them in the future and be able to access them again when you are continuing your research or when you need to make your reference list or works cited for um, the research that you're doing or the project that you're doing. So I'm going to go back into this Start Your Research article. And when I click on that, I want you to notice the things, the tools that come up over here on the right-hand side. This is very important. If you are looking to get back to an article in the future, you need to have the permalink to the article in order to access it again. Unfortunately, if you copy what is here in the web address bar, that will not direct you back into this specific search and this specific article that you've pulled up. You'll get stuck in a loop of trying to sign into the databases. It will tell you that you can't access the information again. The information that comes up here is unique to today and the searching and the sign on that you are using, and it will not get you back into this specific article that we're looking for. What you do have to do is come over to the right hand side under the tools and click on permalink. This gives you a link that you can then copy. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right click and copy it. This will get you back into the article in the future. My suggestion is to open a tab, go into your Google Docs, and I have to sign in to Google. One of the rare occasions where I was signed out of Google. Usually once you're in Google, it's impossible to get out of. I'm going to start a new blank document, and I am going to call it my pandemic research. Ooh. And then I'm going to paste in that permalink that I got from clicking on permalink over here on the right, and then highlighting and copying the link. I'm also going to copy the title, which in this case it is just pandemics. And I'm going to put that in above my link so that I know for the future how to get back into this article again. So again, I'm going to come back to my tab on my EBSCO, my library search results. I'm going to go back to my other results, and then I'm going to look to see perhaps this ebook might be useful to me. If I open up the link to the ebook, and again, it's in a bit of a different location this time, but I want to find the permalink. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to highlight, right click and copy. I'm going to come back over here into my Google Doc that I started, and I'm going to put in that link. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to copy the title of this ebook and paste that in. And I might leave myself a little note just so that I know that this is an ebook next time I want to come in to get this research. Now this doc is going to be in your Google Drive for you to get back into at any point in time. Please note that this is not the correct format for a works cited or a reference list. You'll have to watch my other video on how to make and create your works cited reference list. But for now, this is just a place for me to save the articles and the research that I think is going to be useful so that I can get back into it again in the future. This is, as I was saying, saved in my Google Docs. Once you give your document a name, you can then have the option to move it into a folder in your drive so that your information in your drive can become better organized and you can access and get to these things better. So I'm going to go here to new folder, and I'm going to make a folder and just call it research, which I hope I spelled it right. And then I'm going to move this document into there. And then it tells me my pandemic research document has been moved from my drive, just hanging out there anywhere in my drive, to my research folder that I just created, so that it is fast and easy for me to find this information again in the future as I need to for working on the project or whatever it is that you need to do. As always, your library media specialists are here to be your own personal research assistants. So I am Ms. O'Reilly. Ms. Greenblatt is the other library media specialist here at Cherry Hill High School East. Please reach out at any time via email, and we will gladly find things for you. This is kind of a general researching of our databases video, but if you are looking for something specific and having trouble, please reach out to us at any time, and we will gladly do some hunting around and some searching for you to find you the scholarly, researched, accurate, relevant, credible information. I gotta sign out here. That will hopefully help you to get to the information that you need in order to work on your project. So you are not alone in this researching. Please reach out at any time, and we'll gladly do all that we can to help you out. Thanks, everybody.